Hi, today we are talking with Curtis Poppenberg. He's a registered nurse pain specialist here at the Galileo Pain Center in San Luis Obispo, California. How you doing, Curtis?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Glad you could talk to us today. So tell us about your path, your story about becoming a registered nurse.
Well, it was a third career for me. Somewhere in my early 40s, I decided I wanted to become a registered nurse. Took a long summer vacation after high school.
Early 40s? So what did you do before this?
Well, I was a tree service contractor for over 20 years and enjoyed the outdoor work there. Had a bad accident, got hurt, and spent a lot of time in the hospital, and I saw some great nursing and some that wasn't so great in terms of how they made me feel, how they took care of me, and decided that if I ever got the opportunity to go to school and learned to become a nurse, I would take it. And that opportunity came in my 40s once my kids at home were sort of up and somewhat running on their own.
Sure. And so tree service, nurse, what was your first career?
Well, tree service was first. Right in the middle, I did some work as a scuba instructor. Did that for on and off for about 10 years. And that kind of dovetailed in with the tree work and then on into the nursing as well. And here on the Central Coast, we have an ocean out here, so it worked out pretty well.
Well, and so what was the key thing that led you to nursing, and how did you go about becoming a nurse?
Well, I think that having spent that time in the hospital, nearly 3 months back in my 20s, I had a lot of time to think about the difference between a good day and a not so good day in the hospital. And a lot of times the difference between the good and the bad day was the quality of the nursing care. I'm very fortunate here in San Luis Obispo to have gone to Cuesta College. It's close by, less than 10 minutes to my home from my home in Morro Bay, and I went to school full-time there for 4 years. Graduated at the top of my class and graduated in 2001, the second graduating class of the new millennium.
Great.
So, and went right to work at French Hospital when I got out.
So that was your entry-level position at French Hospital. And is that what would be expected, to go right into a hospital work, or are there other types of entry-level positions after you get your nursing degree?
Well, there are lots of opportunities. As a rule, when new nurses come out of school, they're advised and almost encouraged to get, say, at least a year in working on a medical, surgical, or say a step-down unit or telemetry floor in a hospital. What's
a step-down unit?
Well, that's a step between if a patient is in the intensive care unit or in critical care. Eventually they're going to go home, but they don't go home straight out of there. They step down to a slightly less intense level of care, and then the med surg, and then hopefully get discharged home good as new.
Great. Are there manual skills that are helpful being a nurse?
Of course. There are, and that's part of nurse training. You develop the tactile skills to do certain procedures that all nurses have to do, sterile procedures, and you learn a proper way to do it, the sterile procedures and so forth. I think an average person with average dexterity that is excited about becoming a nurse is going to do very well in it.
What would be the most important trait, you think, of somebody who's considering nursing?
Well, I don't think you can get by very well as a nurse without compassion and a sense of wanting to be of service to other people. The job pays very well, considering you only need a 2-year associate degree to get it. However, I don't think that the money should be the primary motivating factor. If you don't want to work with people that are ill or injured, drive a bus.
What are some different avenues that might be pursued after beginning your nursing career, some other directions that this might take you?
Well, probably advanced degrees in nursing. One could get a master's degree and work in nursing administration, go on and train as a nurse anesthetist. They work doing surgery, helping the patient go to sleep and then hopefully wake up again at the end of the procedure.
That's always a good thing.
That's a good thing, nurse practitioner, excellent positions that do require quite a bit more school, but certainly consideration of a lot of people that come out of nursing school.
Well, that's great. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Curtis, to talk to us today about your experience and your pathway to becoming a nurse, and continue your great work here at the Galileo Center in San Luis Obispo. Thanks, Curtis.
Thank you very much.
Bye.